Hey there everybody, today I have the Jubileon Suprellipse Watcha Edition Chrono. First of all, let me apologize about my voice. I'm not sure what's going on. I'm not really getting sick, but it seems, I don't know, it seems to me I might be losing my voice, which sucks because I do have a lot of video reviews currently to do. But anyways, let's move on to this. I'll try and keep my voice in check as much as possible. This is going to be a special limited edition of an upcoming model from Jubileon Singapore. And I'm probably mispronouncing that name, but Jubileon Singapore is the brand. And they're going to be doing a pre-order and I guess possibly a Kickstarter with this watch. I'll have a link, of course, down in the description below. And, of course, check out the blog post at watchreport.com for a lot more info and everything on the brand. But I am going to be concentrating more on this limited edition. Now, let's get a few things out of the way. You may be saying to yourself, what is Watcha? And if you're not familiar with that, Watcha is a website and also a Facebook group. My friend Shane runs it. This is a collaboration piece. And he asked me if I wanted to check out the prototype and, do a review. And I says to him, hey, if you send the piece, I'm going to do, an honest review, and that's just the way it's going to be. And he's like, go for it. But he wanted to get, the word out about this. Now, the way you're going to be able to order this watch is you have to be a member of the Watcha group. So I will have a link in the description to that as well. And so, you go and you join up, you just hit join when you, click the link to the Facebook group. You're a Watcha member, and the thread will be posted there. Now, this is going to go live. The pre-order will go live February 22nd. And $750 is going to be the pre-order price. And with that, you're going to get, now there's going to be 75 of these total, 25 pieces each for 3 different variations. You're going to see the silver stainless steel one here. There's also going to be an IP vintage gunmetal and an IP vintage rose gold. Again, 25 pieces of each, and they're all going to come with this Panda dial. So that is going to be the Watcha exclusive, is this Panda dial. There's going to be other colors of this available in the regular edition, but the Watcha edition is going to be the Panda dial. And as you see here on the dial, you see that your seconds register is actually the Watcha W logo, which is, of course, going to be exclusive to this version as well. Now, your basic specifications here are a 42 millimeter diameter. But that's really going to kind of be deceiving here because you have crowns on both sides of this watch, on the 9 o'clock and on the 3 o'clock side. And really you're looking at about 49 millimeters from crown to crown. So as you'll see it on my wrist in a little bit, it is, because it's square, it's 42 millimeters, and then those 2 crowns, it's going to play a little bit larger. Now, it's not going to be a 49 millimeter watch, but it is going to wear larger than a normal 42 millimeter. 51 millimeter lug to lug, 22 millimeter lug width, about 15.2 millimeters thick. It, of course, has a sapphire crystal. It is a 7750 automatic movement. So, as I said, your pre-order price is $750. You're going to get 2 straps. It's going to come with this leather strap. It's going to come with this canvas strap. I'll show you them more in detail here in a minute. Just want to make sure I get everything out of the way here. 100 meters water resistant and a screw-down crown. It does have an exhibition case back as well. So let's go ahead here and take a closer up look. Now you can see it says Jubileon Singapore here, and then it says Suprellipse Chrono down at the 6 o'clock position. Otherwise, a very clean looking dial. Of course, because it's 7750, you do have your day and date. This side is for that internal bezel. This is going to operate the crown. This is going to operate the chronograph. So let's go ahead and we'll activate the chronograph. Snaps right back. Now this is your rotating W for that rotating seconds. And And again, this, you know, is exclusive to the Watcha version. And, you know, I kind of like it. Now, to me, let me try and get real close here. Because what you need to see is you can see the numbers. That was 45. There's 50. The problem with it is how difficult it is to actually see those numbers. I mean, if you're somebody that obviously is concerned about being able to, you know, see the time accurately, see what seconds it's at, whatever, that, you know, that whole, I think the cutout needs to be a little bit bigger. It's very difficult to see it, in my opinion. I think the W logo is cool. The rotating disc is very cool, but not very easy to be able to see the seconds at a glance. Go ahead here and we'll unscrew this crown and you can see that inner rotating bezel. Okay, so that can be used for setting a second time zone. And then this is your main crown to set the time. Okay. Let's give you a look at the side of the case here. All brushed, and then you have those accents of the high polish on the bezel and the crown and the pushers here. Vertical brushing. You do have drilled lugs, which is always a nice touch. There's your other side, which basically looks the same minus the pushers. Here's a look at the exhibition case back showing off the 7750 movement. Now, I want to keep this in mind. Please understand any info that you're not getting here. I will be discussing this more in depth at watchreport.com in the written article, so I'd appreciate if you check that out. The link will be down in the description below. One of the things that I'm going to try and highlight more, there's so much information really that I want to try and get out about this watch, about the regular version, the ordering process, and all of that. And keep in mind, this is also a prototype sample. Obviously, if it's going up for pre-order, this is not the finished product. And with that, there are going to be a few minor changes. I know the font will be changed on the inner bezel's the inner bezel. The numbers, the font will be changed slightly so they line up better. The exhibition case back is going to be larger. It's going to be a wider opening. It will say Watcha Edition. I think currently it says Watcha Collaboration. It'll say Watcha Edition, and then it will be numbered. As you can see, this is numbered 00 because it is the sample. Go ahead here real quick. We'll take a look at these straps. So this is the leather strap. I got to say, I love this leather strap. It is extremely nice leather. This funky stitching on the edges is very cool. So this is a really cool strap. I really like this a lot. And of course, it goes really nice with this panda theme here. And you're going to get this strap as well, which is a canvas strap. It looks like denim jean, which is like cool. It's like a dark denim jean. And then has a nice soft leather backing on it as well. One of the other things is, I guess the buckles will have more prominent, as you can see, it's hard to pick that up. The engraving, the etching here is very light on this. It's going to have a deeper engraving for a more prominent branding on the buckles. Again, these are prototypes. I wasn't expecting this much lume from this watch, so for me, this surprised me. Lume is actually very, very nice. It's applied very nicely on this prototype. The one thing I think they missed out on is the W, the Watcha logo W, is not loomed. Now, I don't know. I think they're checking into that. I don't know if they're going to be able to. It might be a weight issue applying the loom to the W, and then maybe the disc won't rotate properly or whatever. I do think it would be cool if they can do that, though. So here is a look on my 7.5-inch wrist. Now, as I said, this is not a normal 42 millimeter because of those crowns, but again, it's not super large. I actually still have that crown unscrewed there. But here's a look on my 7.5-inch wrist. And again, you're getting that 51 millimeter lug to lug, and those lugs are curved down. So it does actually sit and wear nicely on the wrist. So to sum this up, I first want to state that this is one of those watches that I really do like the look of, but is not for me personally. And that's just something that I'm always going to be honest about. So it's like, you know, I appreciate it for what it is, and I really do like the look out of it. It's just I probably wouldn't wear it. It's just not for me as far as the square case and design. But I have to say, $750 is a really good price for a 7750 automatic movement. You're getting the special dial. There's going to be 3 choices, case finishes. I really can't find, again, this is a prototype, but except for, I think, a missed opportunity with the Watcha logo there being loomed, I can't really find any real issue or I guess, negatives with this watch. There's not a lot I would change. I mean, the design is the design. Because I don't like the design, I'm not going to say, whoa, they should have done this or they should have done that. I think they did a very good job overall. Now, this version, again, is only going to be available through the Watcha group. The link will be in the description below. Check out the full review at watchreport.com. I'll discuss this a little more. I'll try and go over all the different changes, the ordering process, all of that. $750 is going to be the price. And so, yeah, you're going to have to go over to the Watcha Facebook group and be a member. And then pre-order is going to go live February 22nd. So, this has been a look at the Jubileon Suprellipse Chronograph-Watcha edition. And I believe Jubileon is on social media if you want to find them there. And I'll also have a link to their website below. If you like this video, go ahead and give us a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel yet, please do so. That way you will never miss any of our content. Hit that notification bell twice to always be notified. Find us on social media. We're on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. It is at Watch Report. This has been Don Emmons for watchreport.com. Thanks for watching. Talk to you on the next one.